Right, yeah, guys and girls, welcome back. It is today, Thursday, 8th of April, 2021. It's 5:16 today in the afternoon. It's just 5:16 right now, PM.
It's 12, isn't it?
Huh?
It's the 12th, isn't it?
Well, I presume it's the 12th one now. Well, Thursday, Friday the 9th. Yeah, so 12th for Monday. Anyway, so we're sort of like, we're a bit baffled by this, guys and girls, actually, and you probably are too as well, probably confused like I am. Right, so on the 12th of April, which is Monday, shops like cafes and restaurants will be opened. I presume that means shops will be open as well, retail shops and all that, and small little independent shops and all that kind of stuff will be open, I presume. If that means the cafes and restaurants and all that are back open and pubs are back open. Now, but then is with the pubs and the restaurants opening that, you'll only be able to have the drinks outside. Now, this is a bit sort of bit confusing because if you're going into a supermarket, surely, right, if someone's got that virus and they haven't had the vaccine, and then suddenly you're going into the supermarket or any of the shops, retail shops at all, then surely you'll be able to pass it on to one another. So why isn't it, they've been saying, right, in the pubs, that apparently the pubs itself are more safer in like indoors in the first place. And if you think about it, it's not really that safe to have pubs indoors in the first place as well. But then as we've got all these other shops opening up as well. So if we've got these other shops and the hairdressers and all this stuff going on, obviously we've got to wear the masks still to cover our face over and all that kind of stuff. But because of it being microparticles and all that you're spreading and all that, usually they can get in between the masks anyway. So really, are the masks doing any that great in the first place? That's question number one. But also, because we've got these...
Question number two.
Question number two, yeah.
Right, if you go to a supermarket...
Yeah.
Right, I think Boris has forgot. If you go to a supermarket to get your food, right?
Yeah.
You pick a tin up.
Yeah.
And you say, oh, yeah, I don't know. I'll put it back down. You put it back down.
Yeah, so basically, if we pick up these tins and stuff that people have already picked up and put back because they don't want it, and say they haven't had the vaccine and all that, basically, if you've got that virus and you've put that on that tin, what my mum's saying, well, you could end up picking that tin up yourself and then spreading it again and all that.
What about delivery then?
But apparently...
I know. What about the men who delivers the stuff from one supermarket to another?
Yeah.
They could have it.
But there's also talks that 99% of people won't actually die of this virus. So whether it's true or not, I mean, you can pass it on. People have died through it and all that. Depends how many people have died so far of this virus in the UK, or of the actual virus, and how many people have actually died with symptoms like heart attacks and all. What?
I do not believe that Boris knows what he's on about.
Yeah, well, we're getting confused because then we're being told one thing and then we're being told something else. So what do we believe? How do we believe it? Obviously, we know the virus is going around.
Boris has never been into a supermarket getting his own stuff.
Supermarkets. So then right, you're more likely to actually pass on the virus if you're in a sort of an opened area with loads of people walking around. So supermarkets, big place, big chains like that, going to have a lot of viruses spread around, a lot of things. Even though we've got our masks on and all this kind of shit, you're still going to start spreading. I think, to be honest, we should just get back to normal life. We should just live with this virus like the standard flu that we've been living for the last, past 100 years, 200. Huh?
You get pneumonia.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, but you get the flus, get pneumonia, but we've never had sort of that attention to the standard flus, the viruses, the Ebolas, and all this kind of stuff than what we've have now for COVID. Which, to be honest, obviously, they said the majority of people who die with the COVID is actually people in their 80s and 90s. The majority of them. So that is a big percentage as well. About probably about 80-90% of people in their old age people or somewhere around about that
They die
age.
all the time.
Yeah, but people die of it all the time and stuff. You cannot prevent yourself, a person from dying of old age or of the virus or stuff. Because you're more like when you're an old person and you're old age and all that, you're basically your immune system anyway is going to be much lower. It's not going to be as high. That's why they have these vaccines in the first place, to help them prevent them from getting the diseases and viruses. But I've heard when sometimes people have the flu vaccinations each year and stuff, people seem to still get the flu. I don't know why that is. I thought it's supposed to protect you from catching these viruses and actually passing it on. So I don't know, it's one of those things like we don't know. We don't.
What he's talking about.
Yeah, so we don't know what's going on. We're being put from pillar to post, and I think we just need to live with it and stuff. A lot of it.
I've never known an MP or a Prime Minister do something like this.
Yeah, we just need to live with it because, to be honest, like, otherwise we're not going to get back to our lives, and I think it should be a choice as well, of us whether we want the vaccines or we don't and stuff like. I'm not going to tell you guys to not have it or have it. It's entirely up to you guys and girls. I prefer not to have it myself, even though I've got heart problems and I've just been received one of these vaccination letters through the door, and I said no, thank you. They've actually had my mum as well. She don't want it.
I mean, I went to hospital, had a test 8 times.
8 times, yeah.
Negative.
Yeah, negative, yeah. And like it's like now we're looking at this AstraZeneca, which apparently said is quite rare to have 79 blood clots. 79 people have had blood clots. And on Sky News, I've been reading about, apparently 19 people have died of it. Apparently. So I don't know what the hell's going on. And it says we could have further more deaths on the way, but we don't know. We're just going to have to find out. See if but they said it's still rare, seeming in 30 million people have been vaccinated and all that. But you would think you wouldn't want people dying of it at all, of the vaccinations. You would think it'd be 100% safe. So why has it not been 100% safe to this point in the first place? I think, to be honest, we've got this vaccinations a bit too early, and I think there should have been more tests done on it, and just to see how well it developed over time. And now a lot of people are starting to say, no, we're not having it because of this shit. Or they're waiting basically till better vaccines come out before they're more obliged to have it. But let's know in the comments below, guys and girls. I mean, I think we should just live with it and stuff. It's like just, you could say like the flu, where we have to live with the flu. We have to live with viruses. Now they're trying to give people sort of 8 jabs a year or something, like vaccinations a year, which turns out to be 2 boosters a year. So I don't know what the hell's going on, sort of going everywhere. But anyway, stay safe, guys and girls, and I'll see you on the next episode.